Hey, what is up, Wolfden? You guys might, I don't know how long it's been streaming. I've just been hanging out here. Do me a favor, let me know you can hear me. I'm a little off today because it's late. It's like my nap time. Let me know you can hear me and hit the like button. That's the only way anybody ever finds out we're here. You know me, I don't hype, I don't market. I don't, just let people know we're here. And if they stumble upon us, great. And the best way to do that is hit the thumbs up button. And somebody here needs to tell me they can hear me. I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So quick update. A lot of stuff happening, right? Much of it according to plan. Some of it was never planned, and we're just rolling with it. So let me share a little bit about what's going on. Yeah, first of all, as we do, we're going to look at Twitter. PD, the man himself, he says Pamp. And this is Pamp indeed. Most recent tweets. So a lot of times what I do is I just go live and I just go through my tweets because that's where I put my thoughts. BSC home runs. Let's talk about these. Let's talk about these things right here. First, guard. I'm not going to talk at length about guard. You guys have seen the chart. If you haven't seen the chart, you can pull it up and look at it if you want. Let's look at we'll get a little bit of guard action if you guys want to see some guard action. Why don't you market? Why don't you sell? Pump and dump. Right? People keep telling us we need marketing. That's what guard looks like. You don't like our style? That's okay. Keep in mind that guard has also been yielding consistent APR. So that's what guard's doing. It's going to keep going. We have a tremendous amount of upside left. Guard was built to be $1 in time. It's almost 10 cents. So do with that information what you will. No promises. I believe in our team. I believe we'll deliver. I believe in our holders. I believe in the education that our holders provide. Okay? That's how we roll. At this trajectory, we will have people that have generated tens of millions or hundreds of millions from the ecosystem. So if it's not happening fast enough for you, sorry. Everybody's got their own thing. That's fine. So guard, upside education. We're going to change kind of what guard does in our ecosystem, and I'll explain that. So it's still a base asset. It's going to remain a base asset, meaning we build our base case from it. If you don't know what our base case is, that is how I consistently get over 70% a year. If you plug that into a compounding calculator, it ends up being tens of millions of dollars for almost anybody. So you can go to a compounding calculator and try that. Just enter 70% APY for 10 years, and it's tens of millions of dollars. Yeah. Can we comment too many times? Pamp. Nope. Pamp all you want. So that's our base case. I don't want to get too much into that. We can circle back around it, back to it if we want. Night. Let me tell you a little bit about Night. Now, Night, let's look at the IWO. We did zero marketing for Night. Zero marketing. And everybody's a little bit nervous because everybody thinks that attention brings money. That's not true. That has never been true. Money brings attention. Okay? Nobody paid attention to Bitcoin until it had made people a lot of money. Right? People aren't paying attention to Bitcoin because the media pumped it. Okay, so people get it backwards because it's kind of tip of the iceberg stuff. Money does not follow attention. The masses follow attention, but the masses don't actually have much of the money. Attention follows money. When Bitcoin price action is dramatic, it attracts news. News does not change Bitcoin price action. So everybody was nervous. We had two camps of people, two camps that were nervous that there was no way we would raise $500,000 without any marketing at all. And we had the Wolfden who were making bets that it would go to like 5 million and above. Okay, as you can see, we oversubscribed by 643%. So at a $500,000 raise, we oversubscribed by 643% with zero marketing. We did not try to get attention. What we did was we moved capital. Moving that capital certainly got attention. You can see by the price action, it launched at 25 cents. less than 24 hours ago, it is now 77 cents. Still no marketing. Nothing has been said publicly about this. Okay? So I just want you to understand, this is why it's the next big thing. Now, this is built primarily as a base case amplifier, but also a hyper efficient, safe DEX. Okay? So I want to show you something. I don't want to throw stones. There's other DEXs that find ways to incentivize you to trade. Like they give you trade rebates. Every time you trade, you get some of their token. And the way that they do that is they increase the slippage in the contract. So you're not actually getting free baby or free fin or whatever. You're getting less of the token you're trying to buy, right? Because of the increased slippage in the contract, and they're buying, instead of the token that you're wanting to buy, they give you baby, and it feels like, ooh, free stuff. Okay, that also opens you up, exposes you to some risk. Okay, not a huge deal. DEXs are by and large relatively safe, especially ones that are built by good devs, not just blindly forking other projects. Okay, so we don't have like this, exchange here and get free night, because you're not actually getting anything free. You're getting less of the thing that you want, and instead you're getting night, and you're getting exposed to risk unnecessarily. Okay? We're just not doing it. We're not doing it. You want a dopamine hit, this is probably not the land to play in. You want to make an outrageous amount of money, this is probably where you want to play. Okay, so it's a base case amplifier, which means here's your natives. Okay, your natives, that means this whole entire DEX is built for safe trading, which means we want lots of partners and lots of liquidity and all that stuff. But these are the tokens, specifically these four here, not the BNB, BUSD. Those are just kind of like currencies. Everything on this DEX, all of this activity directly benefits Knight, it directly benefits Wizard, and it directly benefits Guard. Right? Does that make sense? Because that is our upside play, that is our DEX, and that is our NFT and gaming marketplace that we are the most bullish on, and we want to support them through our base case. So for these tokens, these pairs, there's no deposit fee. All right, so you can move in and out freely. Now, here's how we make our ecosystem more sustainable over time. TVL is the name of the game right now. TVL. Now, I'll show you what I'm gonna recommend. This is for the Wolfden. All right, and we do have people watching that probably are not Wolfden. This is for the Wolfden. We want to get nice guard BUSD. Now, this multiplier, we have control over this. I have control over it. Do not tell me to raise it because you're selfish. Just know that this will never dip below our base case. As long as the Wolfden respects the platform and the base case, I will make sure that this APR never dips below our base case APR. Okay? Do with that what you will, which means you want to load up this guard BUSD, and you're going to get Knight. Now, what you can do with your Knight is you can put in the Knight pool, and a little button here called compound. You can just compound it over and over. I strongly recommend you consider doing that. Now, if you want more Wizard because you're bullish on NFTs, this is where you have your own macro belief. If you are bullish on NFTs and marketplaces and you want to get exposure to what's going to be a pretty big BSC marketplace, you might want to be in the Wizard pool. If you want to build your guard base case, you might want to be in the guard pool. See how it depends on what you want. A great play for redundancy. So a lot of our dire wolves and our guardians have huge, they might have 50 or 60 grand. I mean, look at this. We got almost $2 million in there right now. If you have a really strong guard base already, and sometimes guardian looks like this, right? It's kind of like, oh, that looks, maybe it's overbought. We don't really know. But maybe you don't want to put the money in right there. You want to wait to see if it comes back down. It might not. You can benefit the ecosystem and yourself in a very huge way by sitting in this night pool. Okay, if you already have a strong guard base, and when you harvest this night and you want to put new cash in to your base case, to your golden goose, pair it right here or right here. Look at these APRs. These are going to stay pretty high. And I really want Wolfden members and people to understand how this all works to take up most of this, right? Damp this down by making money. Okay, so that's a redundancy strategy where if you have enough guard BUSD and you want to keep growing your golden goose, this is a secondary strategy. And then what you can do is you can look and you can say, guard looks like it's at a peak right now. I'll just pair my night. Boom. That's what you do with additional capital coming in. On the flip side, you could look and you might see, let me look. Guard does not damp down very often, but maybe you catch it right here. You're like, I want to buy some guard, right? So you put the capital into a guard pair, and you can kind of undulate between the two and dollar cost average in based on whatever price point you think is appropriate. If you're a guardian, if you're direwolf, I'll help you with that. But I hope that makes sense. So then what we're doing is going into potentially a bear market on the other side of this blow off top PAMP season. Is night is always going to have buying power. Okay, guard will always have a base case yield, and night will always have buying power, which means no matter what happens on the other end of this market, we're not up shit's creek. We have built we always say there's no bear market. There's no bull market. There's the wolf market. We're creating a wolf market so we can be wolfish all the time. The secondary benefit is the fact that the mere act of loading this up with TVL with people that understand strategy, longer term holders, is going to support this price and the base case assets that they are accumulating. Should we be concerned about mass exodus from certainty, or should we not worry about it? I'm sure it'll be fine. Just wondering. Max exodus wouldn't hurt you at all. The base farms don't change. No, I don't think so. Most of the people that are in there are in there because they put their money in and they haven't even looked at any of it. Like, look at the Ape Swap one. That thing throttled down emissions 2 months ago and nobody's moved. But if everybody left Certainty app, which is not going to happen because it's a different thing, right? Certainty app is not a farm. I'll show you. Or the app.certainty. I assume you're talking about Certainty Finance. This is not a farm. This uses Baby Swap. This uses Baby Swap, right? This uses Baby Swap. This uses Ape Swap. This is built on top of a farm. An auto-compounding vault and a yield aggregator is very different than a DEX. So you don't leave, right? So this here, if you go into Certainty Finance, you are actually in Ape Swap. This TVL is inside of Ape Swap, right? And we will build vaults over this eventually. But you got to understand here, this is a guard BNB pair in Ape Swap, okay? This vault, it's a contract that is automatically selling the banana and buying back guard. Right, so this vault in particular is not especially beneficial to Ape Swap. Of course, they don't really care because they just want the trading volume. But for a new DEX, we don't want to drop auto compounders on top of it. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, it's really important to understand the difference between a DEX. DEX has far fewer risks. Vaults have some risks. Yield aggregators have quite a bit of risk, like Auto Shark that just got flash loan attacked. Bunny been flash loan attacked. Right, so by introducing a third reward token here, it would open up additional risk, which is fine. They're still good. Just know what you're talking about and understand the difference. So people might leave here, but I doubt it. I mean, look, still $600,000 in there. So this is primarily people that want to move their farm. I moved some over tonight. I've always worried about details. Yep. Yeah. So taking taking TVL out of a platform does not hurt anybody else. In fact, it benefits everybody else because of the way the contracts are built. So I wouldn't worry about that. If everybody bails, then you're just going to get more of the emissions that are set. Right, so guard base case, that's our primary base case. It's a stable pair. People that have been sitting there for a couple months now have made an outrageous amount of money. I'm very happy for them. It's a very, very safe play. We have companies that are building their company treasury off of this pair. And it kicks out Knight. Now, I would probably pair this Knight. I would take New Capital and I would pair it with Knight unless Guardian was cheap, right? Eventually, like, listen, I'm realist here. Like, eventually this has to come down and correct somewhere, and if I saw that it was correcting, I would put New Capital into Guard. But if it's not, and I already got a nice stack, I would start building up this Knight BUSD. This is going to give you a lot of buying power forever. Forever. Okay. So, now I'm going to show you guys something really cool. Hit the like button. If I get 20, I need 2 more thumbs up. I'm going to show you guys something nobody else has seen yet. And I recommend you don't take any actions on this. You don't take any actions yet. So that's the base case. I would load this up with as much TVL as possible, all in one place. We will build out. There'll be future pools, right? And there will be pools, and I will show you how to take profit without selling the things that you want. Knight will be built so that you can take profits without selling things that you want. In fact, if you're a Guardian or a Direwolf, I have a very, very, very special thing for you. It's an opportunity that it's a ridiculous opportunity. So I'll share that in a separate video with Guardians and Direwolves as far as taking a ton of profit in a way that actually benefits everybody. I'll try to do that today, okay? So now we still have Wolfies. Now, of course, we got our Wolfies farm. And we got $128,000 of Wolfies staked in there. People getting their wolf pups. Because wolf pups, you need wolf pups to unlock what is called Silver Guard. Okay? Silver Guard is going to give you enhanced yield and stuff on here. You're going to have all kinds of additional benefits. Of course, we need time. Don't rush. Never buy anything because of what's coming. Just wait. Okay, just wait. Here's the thing about a market. Except for Guard. Every chart on the planet that has come up has come back down to some extent. Every asset in the world ever has given you another chance to enter. Not everything that has gone down has come back up. Right? Not every asset has given you another exit. So for just to keep a symmetry on your side, do not buy hoping that it's going to keep going up because of some promise that was made. Just wait. Make sure the promise is delivered on and you understand what it is, because when that promise is delivered, it'll pump up and then people will take profits and they will almost always give you another entry. Do not count on a small cap coin to give you another exit. Even larger cap coins, you might have to wait 3 or 4 years. Right? So I'm going to share this. Now, if you guys have been in our world, this probably looks kind of familiar but kind of different. This is the new wizard interface, and it is beautiful. And I am very confident, if nothing else, just because of our NFW farm, right? Boom, NFW farm. He calls it NFT, right? But they also have Baby Swap on here, Treasure Key. There's some big partnerships. I think it's Bigfoot. So if you're bullish on NFTs or games, bullish on gaming, okay, that's where Wizard is really going to shine. And everybody's like impatient in their group This dev team is amazing. Look at this new layout. It's going to be a game changer. So you want to use your base case and take your additional capital and sit in this wizard pool and get the exposure to the upside of this ecosystem. Might not be a bad idea. That's up to you. But you understand how it's built so that if you go, yeah, I'm really bullish on NFTs. I think NFTs and games are the future. Here's a way to get exposure to the upside of your belief. I just love DEX tokens, right? Maybe, man, I wish I got in on Pancake early. I love cake. I want as much cake as possible. I wish I could have got in, on a pre-sale or super early. So you like DEXs. You want DEX tokens. Here's a chance to get DEX tokens. Know what you want, and the base case will provide it. And you just want to keep being part of the community and just printing money end over end with some sort of reliability, then you just keep stacking guard. Right? Guard unlocks everything, but Knight makes a very strong secondary base case. Okay, secondary base case. It depends on where you feel, how you feel. This APR is going to stay pretty high. It won't be quite as stable as Guard BUSD, but it has buying power. It has buying power. So in a bear market, you'll be able to come here with $1 million of Knight or whatever you have, and you can go, I'll put $50,000 there and $50,000 there, and you will acquire all of these partner tokens for free, which you can then yield, sell, play with, whatever. All right, so it gives you the ability to accumulate in a bear market, even if you don't have capital. Right? So hopefully that makes sense. That's a quick overview of the enhanced base case. You see how we built in some redundancies. And what I would recommend, this is what I'm going to recommend to Guardians. You guys do whatever you want. This is not financial advice. I am speculating dubiously, as Benjamin Cohen would say. I would build up a Knight farm. I would build up a Guard farm. And if I have anything unpaired, I would just compound it right here in Knight. Okay. I have Wizard. I have a lot of Guard. I don't need to sit in these pools. That wouldn't make sense for me personally. I consult for Wizard, and I own Guard. So it doesn't make sense for me to sit in those pools, but that might be a better macro belief for you. And I would just compound this Knight, compound this Knight, compound this Knight. It would be silly to sell it right now. You're welcome to do so. It's not going to hurt the price. These prices, DEXs are built to be burned and minted at exactly the rate they need to be for the token to be the price that it needs to be. So for example, not right now, but in time, we'll have a lot of control over this price. It's not about pumping the price. That's not what this token is for. It's to run a DEX and maintain like an equilibrium. Okay. So if this price started tanking, we just remove a farm. The emissions would go down and the price would recover. If the price starts going crazy, we might improve these emissions, try to get some sell pressure to level it out, right? So I broke this down once before, but let me show you what a really good DEX token does. It does this. It cruises until it hits a critical mass. Once the TVL is up there, right? That's why TVL is everything right now. I'm not worried about the token price. It's just not that important right now. It'll take care of itself. Almost all DEX tokens have done this. I'll ask our dev his perspective. They almost all do this, and then they level out and then they cruise. Okay, but we're talking about from 50 cents to $20 to 40x. So, I mean, that's not unusual for a DEX token. Banana did something similar, not quite as aggressive. So sitting right here, just compounding, so that you can have hundreds of thousands of dollars of buying power on this platform is not a bad strategy. And there will be a lot of ways to take profit without selling your Knight. Lots of ways. All right, you could put it right here, and you could get Wizard, and you could sell the Wizard. I wouldn't do that because I'm pretty bullish on Wizard. But in the future, we'll have 10, 15, 20 pools and all kinds of ways to take profit without selling your assets. So your assets are growing. Your golden goose is growing, and you're still taking profits. Hopefully that makes sense. That's kind of the enhanced base case. Guardians, Direwolves, I will have more inside baseball for you guys and some really cool opportunities that we have. I can tell you the next milestone, and I'll tell you how to get there. If you have a ton of cash you want to store, this is a very good place to be. BNB BUSD. It's not going to fluctuate a bunch. Great APR. Kicking out night. I'm a fan of all these pools. But if we go back here, getting into double digits, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million in TVL, unlocks kind of this moon mission here. All right, we got the 5 million TVL in less than a day. It takes most dexes weeks or months to get there. So now if we respect it, and you do whatever you want with your money. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I don't care. I'm telling you if we respect it by not moving things in and out and just damping the night to the ground because we're short-sighted, which people are going to do, and that's okay. The best of us here, the sophisticated, longer-term people, just need to know how to protect their own investment. And if that happens, and we push this to 10, 15, 20 million, you're basically not just this yield. Because look, if you get 100% APR, but then the price of the token goes 5x, you got 500%. The value is now 500%, right, or 600%, or what the fuck ever. So you got to think multidimensional here. That's the synergy. That's the opportunity to go exponential. We're sitting right on it, and you guys are ground floor. If you are in, if not, that's okay. You can share this video with somebody if you want. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me see if I missed anything. Let's go through my notifications. Eggplants and money. Yes, eggplants and money. This is the fourth time. This is our fourth launch. Every single time, everybody told us we're doing it wrong. You're not hyping enough in the group. You don't have a fucking white paper. Like, blah, 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 blah. Here's the reality. Everything you're asking, show me the contracts were announced. Prove that liquidity is locked. Show me your roadmap. You're asking about shit coins, not real projects. And you're assuming that we want your money or need your money. I would have this whole entire, for those of you that don't know, this whole entire $500,000, I was going to put it up, and Wizard was like, I think we should offer this to the community. I said, yeah, it's a good idea. Which means we don't have to put up with your headache. No offense. It's just the reality is we don't have to put up with headache to convince you to buy. We don't need the capital. This is an opportunity, and that's how we operate our offers. Is we're not trying to get people to buy stuff. We're just letting them in on an opportunity. And what happens is it's calm, it's collected, it gets way oversold, and every single time the charts look like this. And we do have another one coming up soon. It's top secret. It'll be number 5, and it will be probably the last one. And it has the most upside, and we're really excited. But night, we launched Undead, which is a priority as well. But since we're talking about BSC right now, this has to go right for us to take the next step together and give you the next opportunity. Yep, we do it all wrong. Now we broke. That's how it goes. I just got to live my life like a broke person. By the way, I'll share this with you guys because it's something I don't look at it. I don't think about it. I don't look at it. Our yield today, I just saw a screenshot. Our yield today was $30,000 on the day. $30,000 a day. And then I got an update of the one that said 18,000, which was like, I don't know if that was a different 24-hour rolling, but the point is, yeah, this is how you go broke. Did it wrong? Again. Yes, we did. So appreciate y'all. Share this video if it's helpful. Watch it again. Replay will be on the same link. If you have questions, if you're in the Wolfden and you have questions about the base case, We'll try to get you answered. We're going to try to get Medium articles made and all that fun stuff. It's very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. All of you guys, love you to death. You have a way of taking very simple things and finding ways to complicate them. We took a very complicated thing, we simplified it just to watch all of you like recomplicate it. And it just doesn't have to. Here's my suggestion. Okay, just my suggestion. Is there a better alternative? Right? So you look at something, you go, oh, this makes sense. Okay, I trust this. Your brain is going to try to find a million questions to ask. But the only thing that matters is, I have capital. Is there a better alternative? And if this is unequivocally the best alternative, don't complicate it. Just do it. If you're not sure, ask questions to get clarity. Do you understand that? Hopefully that makes sense. It's the only reason for information is to inform behavior. If the most efficient behavior, the most efficient path forward is already apparent, you should stop asking questions. Not because questions are good, but because the decision's already been made. Behavior has already been decided on. Hopefully that makes sense. It's very hard for people want to know more information and not change their behavior. I implore you to figure out your behavior and stop searching for information beyond informing the behavior. Oh, I hope I see you guys in Dallas. I'm super stoked. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that will really, hopefully rewire your brain to look at this stuff and just know immediately how to think about it and how to discern and